Yeah, well, I mean, we had a death. That's basically all the.
Well, I mean,
that
I know.
happens.
I meant like the whole shopping stuff, and there was something else.
I mean, yeah, you and I still need to shop.
We still need to shop.
Yeah,
Still need to
go
shop?
shopping.
That already happened.
No, you, Ray, and
Well, maybe-
Shermie shopped. None of us, the rest of us did.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to. I didn't get to at least.
Wait, why not?
Because we
Neither
didn't get a
we
chance to.
And
I didn't
EJ
even
were
get my
having
money
a
yet.
sympathetic thing.
Yeah, we were
With
sad because of
Matthias'
death. Oh, well, my
Yeah,
face
exactly.
is literally turning silver in the stream, not in real life. In case anyone was curious.
Do I have everything?
I've done
It
something
feels like I don't have
wrong.
everything pulled up, and it feels, and yet I do. So I don't know what's up with me.
How do I fix this?
I am zoomed way in.
Well, I'm gonna solve this problem really fast. Hold on.
What problem?
Your Minecraft problem?
Alright.
Oh, I thought he was gonna Google Bowsette or something again. Nobody else heard that. Now everyone's gonna be really confused.
Call Ray.
So we don't have Cassie today?
No.
Hey, Grayson B, welcome to the stream. How's it going?
A rip.
Ray.
I just typed you saying
Yeah, he just typed in the chat.
into Discord because my computer won't start.
Boo.
Listen, you silly elephant.
Oh,
Figure
no.
out how to work your computer.
I'll try, but I can't guarantee I'll get it done.
Alright, it's fine. Just let me know.
Listen here! Alright.
Listen here. Listen. I need to turn on the camera.
Chroma
I literally
key.
didn't see that. It didn't send me a
Yeah.
notification
You're just
until I was
blind.
on the phone.
I'm not so intensely zoomed in now. Fine.
That's good.
Do you
Hey,
want
Not Cactus,
max
how's it going?
zoom?
Welcome to the stream.
We
Wait, did
want
I already
to
say
see
that?
that is Shroom's face.
Chocolate.
Thank you.
Oh. Nani face?
Money.
So, you guys, wait, so why didn't you guys get to shop last time? Because I feel like I gave everyone that option.
Because Kai
Well,
and
okay,
Saphira
so-
were having a moment together.
Yeah. They were traumatized.
I ship it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah, that's also supposed to happen this session as well.
I
That's
mean,
why
yeah,
I
there's
was
something
like,
we were continuing on to it. I
Yeah, you
believe.
said we would get a chance at some other point. Well, like, we can just.
Yeah,
sit
which is going to
around.
be extremely awkward because I'm an anxious child.
Alright, so you want to hit the fantasy Walmart then?
Yeah, at some
Would
point.
be fun
I mean,
to.
maybe
Alright.
not, like, immediately after the last second that we left off at. But...
I mean, we left off with, like,
Okay, I don't know what
Derek
we left off
dismissing
at.
you guys to
Mhm.
like, do whatever until he called everyone back.
Grayson Bean says, I gotta go, but what time are you ending? 2 hours from now-ish. Well, unless we go long. I don't know, actually, no. Stu, how long are we going today?
Probably until 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right.
And chat's not showing up yet because it's 4-person. Hmm. Why isn't chat showing up? Oh, it's there. It is.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
That's gonna cover my face.
I'll just replace this image. Hello, I want to edit. Ree.
A good point, Shroom.
Yeah.
You can dance. You can dance. Why is this song in my head?
You know that song, but you don't know Whoopi freaking Goldberg. How?
Yeah, for real.
How?
Because I've never heard that name, but I've heard that song. I don't
That's a
know.
mood, though. I know a lot of songs, but yeah, I don't know the artists to them.
Yeah, I know a lot of things from the popular culture
Wait,
from
wait,
old stuff
wait,
because my mom
wait.
just sings songs and stuff.
We're waiting.
Whoopi
Waiting.
Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is the artist of that song.
No!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm just saying that song is older than, like, Whoopi Goldberg's relevancy.
Yeah,
Like, if that makes sense, because, like,
yeah, that's like around her time, essentially,
Yeah,
like her peak.
she was in movies, like, when I was a kid, like, in the 90s.
So
Running in
Nice.
the 90s.
So my problem was when I was in the 90s, I was like a kid.
Yeah, when I was in the 90s, I didn't
you were
exist.
what?
Ooh. I was
Audible
like
dab.
I was born in '97. I was 3 during the '90s, so I mean,
Well,
as far
I
as
would thought you would maybe see some old movies or something, but
I don't know. I mean, maybe my family just doesn't watch Rupee Silver Bot whatever, I forget.
Ow.
This man, what does he do?
Rupee Silverbot. That's her name.
Jeez.
Hold on one sec, I can't hear you.
Yeah, can we get some dabs for that?
Okay, I'm okay.
Yo, I'm so
Sure.
excited for today's session.
I've been
Honestly,
excited
I have
since the
a
last time
lot
we've done this.
planned. I have a lot.
I'm stressed and ready at the same time.
Hey,
That work at all?
I didn't know about the shop thing, so I was not expecting to do that.
Well, it's kind of like slash kind of stuff or whatever, but it's something we need to do, but like not mandatory.
I mean, we could just
We
have
can
it
take
be done
like
off
10
camera.
minutes to do that. That's not a
I mean, yeah, off camera stuff. We can do that with off camera. We just didn't do it yet.
Yeah, but like
We come
I
back
like
and we
doing
have stuff.
shop
Poof.
on session because like it can produce interesting interactions.
Yeah, like DiGiorno knocking over 17 tape. Oh my gosh. Did you
what
see
was
it?
that?
So
The heck?
yeah, we can do if you guys want. We can like before he gets here, we can do the
Okay,
the shop thing, and then
sure.
continue on with stuff.
One reason
It's
that I
so
didn't
that-
shop yet was because I didn't know whether I would be able to get the chest plate of rejuvenation, so I didn't know if I needed to save money for that to buy that, but then Eritrea had it, so then
I
I
didn't
didn't
even
know.
calculate my money.
Plus, you're going through sad boy
I thought you
hours.
Yeah.
claimed it. To be honest.
Well, I said out of character that I wanted it, and then no one responded and no one cared multiple times, so I was like, dude, can I have it? And no
So,
one responded
Yeah,
again.
I'm not taking it.
I would say just go ahead and do it because no one's really
Yeet.
stopping you. So.
Well, it's been a month since I last
I
checked the
want
stats on it,
that.
so now I don't even know what it does, but
I
yay, I
want
have
that.
it now.
Okay, I
I'll figure that out
forgot
later.
what I was gonna buy. I'm gonna be honest.
But sure, let's just say I have it
Oopsie
now.
daisy.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty great.
Yeah, so you have the chest plate of rejuvenation. So
That's not how you type.
all right, so
Me.
do you want to do a scene where like you and Kite go
Why not?
to the fantasy Walmart? to
Sure.
shop?
Yeah.
Short,
Cool.
wholesome moment.
Holding a moment. How do you hold a
No.
moment in your hands?
Wholesome.
Wholesome.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So we'll do that, and that'll be like our way of stalling until Ray.
Okay.
Alright,
Cue
so,
the stalling moment. Dab.
So you find your way through the base to those great automatic doors that you love to see, and
Can we get the jingle?
bright lights and the many shelves of items, and you walk in, you hear the typical jingle. Fantasy Walmart, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
I love it.
Dab.
Oh wow.
Oh, we're gonna
He's
see
got
how
an
that
on-command
takes
Stuart dab button. Hi, Joycey, welcome to the stream.
Listen,
And
I have
Cactus
the
is on
gift
YouTube
prepared
now.
and
Cool.
everything.
Cactus says, "Sure me."
All right. So so you walk into the fantasy Walmart. What you buying? What you
Well,
get?
No idea.
Kite hasn't given me my bag of money yet.
Well, I know. I thought I did.
Oh, did you? Oh.
I
No, yeah,
thought I
you
already
didn't
gave it.
yet because I would have yoed it.
Yeah, he
Oh.
gave you. He gave.
Oh,
you,
I know. I took one to give to Saphira. I thought I already gave it to her though.
You took Malthus's like last payment.
yeah. I
But
know.
he
I
didn't,
thought
he
I
didn't
already
give it
gave
to me
her.
yet because I would have yoed it at the wall, remember? We had that discussion.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I
Well,
definitely remember
I'll
him.
just hand you the bag.
Sure,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, there's your 500 gold. It's 500 gold that we got,
Who
right?
needs
Yeah.
money?
Correct.
Money.
Who
So I guess
needs
I'll just be
money?
kind of like in a kind of stunned, shocked daze, but I'll still do stuff like buying
I'm
what I need.
shocked face.
Gosh,
That's
the Katanas of Light were 550 gold, right? That's what Hawk said, I thought.
Where do I have all the prices listed?
You
Because
didn't ever have them listed anywhere because you never gave it to us. You said Hawk had to give it to us, and I think he said 550. But I only have 500 now, I guess.
sick, dude.
Hey, Kite, you want to lend me some money?
Hang on.
Wait, how much do you need?
Only 50.
Sure. I'll give you 50.
Thanks,
I had 50
Kite.
left over from the last shopping session.
Oh, wow, nice. That's handy.
Hog you.
Hog you?
That's an
You sound like
emo.
almost an
Zippy!
insult.
Hi, welcome to the
No,
stream.
it is. It's technically a Twitch or better Twitch TV email.
Wait, so is the
Do I have it? Soon?
things of katana,
The Katanas of Light.
katanas of light? What is there a description for that? I need to look at that.
They are,
Oh, yep, found them.
they're
From Pure
glowy
Again.
light daggers that can let you cast Guiding Bolt, I think,
I don't
and
think Hawk's available.
couple
right
other
now.
things.
What it says.
Hawk's never available.
We're gonna say that's 150.
Oh wait, the 4.
You can say it, but is it true?
It only is 150? Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to guess based on what he's giving me right now.
Well, I asked Hawk what the
He
price
has
was, and
given
he said 550 for the Katanas of Light.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That works.
Okay.
Yep.
I
I don't know. I don't know my own economy apparently.
You didn't know it right from the beginning. Remember, we had
Crystalline
to
objects
change
are
it.
all okay. He said crystalline objects are all 100 GP. Adios is 50 GP. But then like there's a whole bunch of extra stuff. So I guess that's like super OP. So that's why it's so expensive. Okay, so 550 then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming everything else is about that.
If he's
price.
lending me the 50 gold, then I can take it.
Okay. Yep. Go for it.
Cool. Yay.
All right. So you have the katanas of light. Kite, what you
I
buying?
return.
Welcome back.
What you getting?
Didn't know you left.
My internet decided to die. For
Oh.
a second.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't- I didn't even realize. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you gave. Hold on.
Oh, he's taking off the jacket. Things are getting intense now.
What is
I just
this?
threw it on my dog. Oh no.
Ethan Shearer has another season.
Oh,
Says I hate
Peter.
spoilers.
Peter.
I'm sorry. Pet cheetah.
PETA.
Mm.
Okay. Kite, what you buying?
I don't know yet.
You have
What the
50
heck
less
you
gold.
buying?
So,
Yes, I know.
Always buying. Oh my god.
so I still have.
Buying kite.
Oh, true. Oh my god.
Oh, I
you
think
doing,
he
Bo?
died again.
Hey, character, hey, juice person. Oh dear. Yeah, as usual, I won't be able to keep up with chat very well because it's D&D. But
Wait,
I'll
did,
try.
did someone already buy the nimble boots? I don't
Yeah.
remember those were.
Ray has those.
What?
Ray has those.
He does.
Yeah.
I really
Okay.
gotta mark somehow what people have.
I mean,
If only you
because
had a binder for that.
Huh.
only you have like a text document where you could type in.
Ray has nimble
I have it typed out already. If you want
boots.
what everyone has right now.
Hang on. EJ has. Would you just get the
Just Blade of
Katanas
Rejuvenation and Katanas of Light. Yeah.
Make it that.
Katanas of light and chest plate of rejuvenation.
I also have one of the battle passes still, but now I really don't need it, to be honest.
You want to sell it to
Well, I'm trying to think,
Harvey?
would anyone else need it? I mean, it might come in handy for certain situations, but also it would be funny to use it as a meme, because then I would get potentially a plus 23 to my
No
charisma
more
checks
memes.
and advantage.
So let's
What's
assume let's assume that you pull it out just kind of like, should I sell this or should I?
And Harvey had me haggling half heart immediately.
Yeah, he kind of just saunters over. He's like, "Hey there,
What you got?
I have a husband. Oh wait, I don't.
Listen,
I said I have a husband. Oh wait.
He just goes.
Oh,
too soon, too soon.
I mean, I was talking about like what you're holding in your hand there.
I have some other stuff of Maltheus's that I would definitely want to sell.
Wouldn't you want to
Is
keep
this in
some of it
character? I'm confused.
Yeah, what?
personal value?
We're like having a conversation. Like,
All right.
what's
So
going on?
you're. What did you say exactly?
It's like what do you have in your hand there?
It's a battle pass. It's one of the things Maltheus had.
Oh yeah,
Can I get the new
I,
Fernando skin with it?
I think you got that.
Nobody needs that in their life.
I think you bought that here actually.
Yeah.
I could take it off your hands for.
It has the
Wait,
same.
are you Kermit right now? This isn't the
For-
shopkeeper voice.
It's Harvey the Haggling Half Orc.
This is Harvey, the haggling half orc, homie.
Is this the guy that sold me the axe or that gave me the axe?
Yes.
That's such a okay.
Wait, maybe. I don't remember.
Because
No,
whoever
that's
sold me
Jeffrey.
the axe
Jeffrey
was
is
like a really
the-
dumb sounding. Okay.
Wait, oh, you're
That's
talking
Jeffrey.
about the Cobra axe?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's Jeffrey. No, he didn't
Okay.
sell it to you. He gave it to you out of the vending
Well,
machine,
freaking. There's too many shops going on.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
bro. It's not even a shop. Okay, fine.
I don't know. I'm done.
All right. That's your excuse for everything.
It's a mood.
So he just says,
Oh, I can take it off your hands if you need some extra cash or.
I think I'm okay for now. I don't know if this might be useful or something. However, and I'll just like reach in my pack and pull out the do you remember the bookshelf plank that I chopped off of
Oh
that
my
bookshelf
God.
and turned into a shield? I'll be like, I don't know why my husband carried this around. It's a shield made of 2 pitons, a length of rope, and a bookshelf. And I'll be
That's
like,
even better.
how much could I get for this lovely shield that's totally not a mess?
I'd say like
And it is totally emotionally connected because it's my dear husband
Yeah,
who passed
that's why
away.
you're laughing so hard.
I'd say like 25 GP.
What, GP? What?
Yo.
Sure.
Hey!
"Hi, Ray.
Hey, Ray's back. And it messed up my
EJ is
cameras.
shopping currently."
Show your face. Show
Oh
your
yeah,
face.
face.
Rip the format.
All right. So are you selling it to him?
Yeah, I'll sell that for 25.
Okay.
Let me just mark that.
Yep.
How dare.
And then I also have
Hold on.
Maltheus.
Before you
Oh.
do anything else,
Okay.
he just goes, "I'll keep this in a safe place," and then just turns around and tucks it in his pants.
I'll give
We
you your
didn't need to
measurements for it is
visualize
6
that,
feet tall,
Stuart.
4 feet wide, and it has 2 piton spikes sticking out of the front of it.
Yep.
Wow. What a big
He's got
boy.
some big pants.
He turns back around and it doesn't seem like anything has changed.
He's got a
about
black hole.
It's kind of horrifying.
Okay. So I'll also take out the chainmail that Maltheus used to wear, his armor. It's got like
Put that
a
in
couple
his face.
dents in it and like a big mangled section on like the lower left stomach area, but it looks like it's been patched up by Maltheus's own like blacksmith effort, so it still functions even though it's a little bit dinged up.
I love how in her grief she's selling everything that he had.
No, not everything, just
Yeah,
the ones that are
yeah,
literally
exactly.
useless to her.
Okay.
Why would it? Okay.
She's keeping most of the things. So yeah, I'll hold that up and like kind of look at it like with the memories that are had with it. But I'll be like, need those funds.
Jeez,
Sorry.
heartless.
I'm memeing it up. Hey,
No, I'd say
I'll-
she's a gold digger. But,
hey, wow.
Oh wow,
he
yikers.
he takes, or he doesn't take it, but he goes, all
All right.
What's
Yeah,
it?
I'll take that for 50 GP.
Yay. Cool.
You mean that he
And he,
yoinks it?
He takes it, and instead of putting it like on as like chainmail, he like puts his legs through the armholes, puts them on his like pants.
What?
Oh,
I'm glad.
Welcome to
I'm
our
glad
lives.
that my husband's memory has been dishonored in this way.
I mean, you're selling his stuff, so like.
I
It's
disown
It's
his
true.
no
memory.
longer yours.
I also have his
Yeah.
longsword. What book could I get for that?
Oh.
Just a longsword. It doesn't have any details
he
about
kinda
it.
stares at it, and he just goes,
Can I see that for a second?
"Okay."
Don't
He takes
do
it.
anything too weird with it,
Takes
please.
He goes up to the sword. He sniffs it, and
God.
then he licks it.
What?
Okay, that's.
Stop.
I think that's gonna cost you extra.
That'll be 75 GP.
Sure. I don't think I want it back now that you've licked it. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I have ways of removing saliva.
Oh.
Why would you need that?
He's got
do the things that
practiced
cost it in the
methods for
first
this.
That's my business. Only I.
Yikes! Oh, okay.
And finally, I have what's left of a Dungeoneer's pack with only 8 pitons, 45 feet of rope, a crowbar, hammer, 10 torches are not in there, and the tinderbox. So basically everything except 2 pitons are missing, 5 feet of rope is missing, and 10 torches are taken out.
Okay. Do I know how to count? Okay.
I don't.
I mean,
Please teach me.
You
Wow.
would know that.
This is big brain time.
You said the rope is missing, correct?
5 feet of the rope is missing. There was 50 feet, so there's still 45
Oh,
feet
you
in
like
there.
cut. You like
Yeah.
cut the rope.
It was actually the 5 feet of rope that was a part of that shield. So,
Okay,
I
so
never
he,
used rope for anything else.
So he takes the bag for a second, and he like pulls the rope out, and he like just
Oh,
puts it around himself.
yikes!
He's like holding it like a blanket. He's like,
He's a weird guy.
and he
Not
takes
what
it
I
off,
imagined.
puts it back in the bag. And he's like,
That'll be 150 GP.
That's impressive.
Cool. I'm so happy for you.
gives you the 150. So-
Okay. Cool.
And then he just slings the bag on his back, takes the
Mhm.
rope out again, and he's got it between his teeth. He's like,
Mhm.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think I'll hold on to the rest of the stuff Malthus had. Thank you for your very odd patronage.
Alrighty. Foxo, you want something? You need something?
God, that's horrible. Okay, I was gonna buy the chain breaker if that hasn't been bought already.
yeah, you can get that.
How much is that?
Well, let me look at the stats and guesstimate.
Guesstimate.
Oh God, I'm knocking everything off my desk. Hold
That's
on.
my favorite activity.
Thank
Wait,
God.
I guess you
sick.
could say the prices have been.
You said
knocked
chain
down.
breaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume that's going to be the same price as the chest
No one did
plate
that on set.
katanas, so 550.
I don't have that. I'm 50 short.
Do you want to
Okay,
make a deal
okay.
with Harvey?
Well, the chest plate was actually, when it was first bought, it was 450, so it could just be 500 or something. Also, I can give you back the 50 that I borrowed from you, Kite, because I just
That's
made
true.
some money.
Oh, that works. Yeah, I'll do that.
How much do you need?
It was 50 that you
Oh,
borrowed.
yeah, I'll just give you back the 50.
Literally.
Alright.
Hey.
All right, so you're going to buy it?
Yeah.
Great.
I am now a broke fox.
All
Yeah.
foxes
I
do it?
am moneyless.
Chain breaker.
Okay, I gotta write this down in my thing.
Yep. All right. Are you guys done shopping?
I
got no more money.
yeah, I guess I'm done as well for now.
Harvey with his rope just says,
Well, hope you enjoyed your stay. Have a good time.
Fantasy
waves at you as you leave, still with the rope in his mouth.
Cool.
Give him a weird stare as I wave.
All right.
I thought Jeffrey was.
So
unique.
welcome, Ray.
So let's catch up with Why do I suck at names right now? Sake. God, thank you.
Bob the Great.
I mean,
This
it's
is
been a
me.
hot moment.
Okay, I know no one said that. I just was thanking myself, so just to make that clear. Anyway, so Sake, you are, strolling around the base. You're like, what to do, and you're looking for a place to get a drink. You gotta get a drink, So you're walking
excited.
around and you hear some loud cheers and talking discussion, as well as some you hear someone like an old dwarf just shout out "Hit me again!" And you round the corner and you come to the underground bar called Crystal Tavern, the Crystal Tavern, and you walk in and you heard loud noises, but there seems to be very few people occupying this space, just making a lot of noise. Compared to the normal bars that you're used to, it doesn't have a lot of people in it. It's got like three people in the back, and then a couple more at the bar, and then like a couple more like at the tables. Not a lot of people. So you see a couple of people have placed themselves at the bar, which sits at the far end, all the way in the back of this room. So what do you do?
I guess I walk up to a couple of people and say, "Is this what the party is? What was all that ruckus?"
Okay. You say a couple of people. What area of the room are you?
You said there's like people bunched up like at the end of the bar, right?
Yeah, there's two people at the bar. They're kind of separated. They're not like together.
I kind of be all buddy, and like I kind of go like this on their shoulders, and be like, "Is this what the party at? What was all that commotion I was hearing earlier?"
Okay. You make your way kind of in between them. And as you're walking up, you notice there's a so the one on the left is an old dwarf, and it seems like he's the one that was being rowdy, because he just downs a beer as you walk up to him, and he slams it on the bar and he says, "Hit me again!" And then you kind of notice out of the corner of your eye, the person on your right, and that is the Russian woman, Tyra.
Ooh. Oh. Would I recognize her from our encounter previously?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I just look at her and say, "Oh, it's you. How are you feeling?"
She's just sipping on her drink, and she just kind of turns slowly to you. She just says, "Yes, I forgot what Tyra's voice sounds like." Hold on.
Channel your inner Russian.
Okay, she says, I'm sorry, what did you ask her?
I said, "Oh, it's you. How are you feeling since
Okay.
we found you?"
Yeah. She says, "I feel used."
That's it.
Are you saying
No,
that
out of character. Is that all she said?
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel used? Is that it? I thought you'd feel worse than that. I need to try harder next time.
Wow. Oh.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'd like to buy you a drink, if I may.
Sure, I'd like that.
And I just kind of like, okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm assuming you just sit down at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you try to get the bartender's attention. He's like, doing some stuff at the wall. He's got his back to you. How are you gonna get his attention?
I just kind of like gently tap the counter. Barkeep,
Okay.
give her another one of whatever she's having.
All right.
If
He
you
doesn't
listen.
really give much attention to you, and then Terry kind of looks at you and she's like, "Have you not been in the bar before. Hold. Hey, bartender! My friend here would like 2 drinks. And he like turns around. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I got you." And this is a very bearded man, tall, very tall.
Does he look like Stu?
No. He does look very, very genuine, and he walks up to you and he just says, "What would you like?" Wow, okay. What would you like to? What would you like to drink, my good sir?
I'll have a shot of your finest sake, if you would, please.
Hey, he wants to drink himself.
Oh god.
All right.
That don't no.
All right.
That's a yikes.
Gonna.
He says,
zoom right past-
just 1 or 2, 1 or 2.
Make it 2, please.
All right, come right up. He turns around. He's like, walks around to the back because not a lot of people are ordering sake.
Himself.
And Tyra turns to you again. She says, "So, what do you drink for? To forget or to remember?"
Mainly to forget all the pain I've suffered. You may have noticed my arm is all bandaged. I've been cursed before, and it hurts a lot.
Oh, may I see?
Sure. And then he kind of like looks around, like just a little bit, like pulls down the tape and shows. I guess that's the right arm. So he was showing that.
Just like the green glow and the gray.
Yeah.
Essentially. Okay. Okay. So she sees that and she's like, "What is green glow you have?"
It's the curse. I came across a demon one night years ago, and he was muttering something about how if I had the curse, he wouldn't have it anymore. But he just left me cursed like this.
She kind of like looks down and like thinks for a second. She's like, what does curse entail? Why am I called it now?" Okay.
So what did you say? You're a little quiet.
What does curse entail?
It comes with a lot of power, but also it can drive you mad. I've done things I'm not proud of because of this burden I have now.
Comes with a lot of power, but a lot of responsibility.
Not now, Spider-Man. Not now.
You see her kind of nod in response, and she's like, "Yes, I understand this feeling very well." And as she's saying this, the bartender comes out with 2 sakes for you, sets them down on the bar, and
No, we can't handle more sakes.
Oh, sake.
he just says, "There you go, my man, 10 GP."
All right. And then I look over
I
to
don't know
her
why
and
I
like,
said
oh,
GP, it's gold, but it's fine.
did Tyra already get her drink? Another one?
She hasn't gotten another one since you've gotten there.
Okay. And can I get one more for my friend here too? Whatever she wants.
Oh, I thought the 2 were for you. You and her. All right.
No.
Oh.
Listen, I'm the alcoholic here.
Sure. I'll get her the usual. And he like goes around to the back again, and she just says, "I feel like this whole thing with the creature that took over me. I feel like it caused me to do bad things, and I saw bad things that it has done, and I feel like I feel guilty for part of what I helped cause."
You couldn't help it. You are not in control. But by any chance, did you happen to see something that could be considered a weakness on the creature?
I know I saw no fear. It was like it was confident in its future victory over its enemy.
Hmm.
Barkeep comes back out, sets down a very large beer for Tyra. And he's like, all right, that's another 5 GP.
I give him the
God, I gotta stop saying
gold or
GP.
GP or whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay. Make sure you're keeping track of like.
Yeah,
how
I
much
gotta
you're
write
paying
that
and stuff.
down.
Okay.
Where does Shroomy have the axe right now? Is it like in his bag or
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah.
does it affect
like,
him when
on
it's
the-
in
I'm
his
not
bag or
holding it,
only in his
'cause-
hand? Okay.
Yeah.
I
I think it's only when he is holding it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That would be too ridiculous if I
Yeah.
whenever it was near me.
God, that'd be so funny though. You walk in the bar, you're like, I am sake.
I am
Sake
sake.
coming up. Okay. She kind of you watch as you see her pick up the cup of beer and literally down the entire thing in like 30 seconds.
Oh.
And she slams down the ground, or not on the ground, sorry, on the bar, and she stands up and she just says, I must make myself look useful and find job to do around here. But before I go, she like turns to you. She's like, know this. That arm may be cursed, but one day you will use arm to hold something powerful. And then she grins.
You mean like this?
Please
No,
do
no,
not.
it's okay.
I was gonna say.
Yes, please.
She grins at you and she leaves the bar without saying anything else.
I thought you were gonna pull up another bottle of the sake and
Mm.
just down it.
I mean, you have the two bottles in front of you. What do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start drinking.
All right. Roll Constitution twice.
Oh shoot. Right. Okay. Let me get things out. I am prepared.
Doubt.
Also, if you want to be drunk from these two bottles, you can just be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get drunk from the two bottles," but like, because you
Just
can like
have your
choose to
will.
fail. Is his internet okay?
Maybe. What?
What is
Oh,
happening?
Dang it.
maybe it's not.
I
Shroomy?
think so.
Well, I'll take this moment to catch up with chat. None
Oh,
of it seems to
I
be
think
related
it
to me,
was.
except
I-
Shrimmy
Oh,
word
there you go.
address.
Yeah, that was whack.
Like
You can
So-
choose to fail them, by the way. I don't know if you heard me say that.
What was that?
You can choose to fail them if you want.
So my first one is 24.
Okay. You down the first one and it's like nothing.
And the second one was 22.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
you drink so
he's been
much.
doing
You
this
are
for a
like,
while now.
tolerant to these things. All
I can't.
right.
I can't dumb the pain.
Are you getting more drinks?
No, I think after he finishes his shots, he's gonna look for something to do around the
His shots.
base as well.
All right. So I guess you just kind of wander out of the bar.
Yeah.
And let's move on to Saphira. So Saphira, I assume that you are planning to like pack everything, or not everything, but like pack up the kids and move them out.
Yeah, I probably should go find them first and like talk to them. Are they still in the shooting range with the weapons Malthus gave them? It's only been a day.
No. You asked Barrick where they were located, and he told them that they were just kind of like playing in your room.
Hmm. That's good. Didn't really agree with Malthy's decision to give the girls a dagger anyway. I mean, who does that? So irresponsible. At least they seem to take the lessons to heart and treat the weapons with respect instead of stabbing each other, so that's good.
So you
Maybe they're more grown up than I gave them credit for. Sorry.
I'm assuming you're heading to your room then.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk down the hallway, box in your arms with all of your former husband's belongings shuffling around in it.
Former husbands?
I mean,
Deceased
Yes, because he has
husband, I
clones
guess.
now.
yes,
You're right.
he's not your current husband. Okay. Anyway.
Lord, that'd be a lot of explaining.
So you get to the closed door of the room and you hear Ruby and Starlight playing and laughing, unaware of how their lives have changed. What do you do?
Oof.
I sit there, like, heart sinking into my stomach, like, I take a deep breath and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I strong enough to even do this? This is the poop. In exactly those words. Yeah, I'll open the door and go in, but I'll be careful to, like, kind of put on a nothing's wrong face and not show them what's in the box as I put it, like, on a desk or something.
Okay. And remind me again what they call you, because I have mom and dad, but I could be wrong in that.
Sure, that's fine. I mean, you've done mommy in the past, but mom also works. It's whatever. I don't care. It's however old you think they are or mature they are. How do they respond to me coming in the room? Or Saphira, not me, but whatever. EJ Monkey just appears. Hi.
Hi, my name is Shatheen.
Okay. So I think I'll differ between the two, based on their age. So.
Okay.
All right. So as you enter the room, Ruby looks up at you, and she instantly glows. Just like this big smile on her face, and she just says, "Hi, mommy. Where's daddy?"
He up there.
You know he left just yesterday, right? Like you saw him leave.
Yeah, but is he back yet?
Alright. Girls, I know the last time that your dad talked to you in like conversation that we fast forwarded, he already told you the truth about like the whole war and how the Paladins base is maybe not the safest place for us. And he gave you those daggers to defend yourself with. And I know he always used to tell you stories about his crazy adventures and how he was always getting himself into trouble while trying to bring home money for us, but I don't know if he ever told you like the truth of how much danger he's really in whenever he goes out.
You could see Starlight looking a little worried. Ruby has no idea what's going on.
Same. Joyce is gonna hate me in a second. Saphira will take another deep breath and just like, with more sadness and emotion than I am able to properly convey with my lack of being able to do female voice and stuff, she's like, I want to talk to you about life and growing up and how sometimes there are changes you don't expect. Changes you aren't ready for.
Ruby just pipes up. She's like, "But I don't want to grow up."
We all have to grow up someday. I didn't want to grow up either, but sometimes, well,
The feels.
yeah, it comes too early.
It's close to home.
I don't know how to tell you what I have to tell you with you without you. Sorry. Maybe I'll just kind of reach in my pocket and pull out the note that I have from Malthius in the locket, and I'll be like, maybe I could just read this to you, or we could read it together, because I haven't read it yet. How did they respond? They can definitely see that I'm like sad and like trying to not break down.
I think Ruby is so confused.
Okay. What about Starlight?
Starlight is looking more worried. She's like kind of terrified of what you're about to say, or like what you're about to
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, before I read it, I'll be like, your father isn't going to be coming back.
He's dead.
He didn't make it through one of his adventures.
Ooh,
Wah!
you want cookies?
Do I want cookies?
Through
the door.
Sophia has cookies, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, sister. Well, so much for the dramatic moments. Thanks, sis.
Really though.
Okay.
Got him.
Alright, I'll just, I'll...
Your dad's dead.
just
That's blood corroborating.
Chelsea says, "Oh no, my heart! Stop it! Ouch! Ah. Oh no, I'm sorry."
Okay, I will point out.
Hey, it's okay. We have memes and cookies as well, in addition to sadness.
I will point out you said that he's not coming back, like, ever, and that's when, like, Starlight gets what you're saying. She starts to cry, and I think Ruby starts to cry too, because she's like, she doesn't understand he died, but she's like, oh, he's not coming back, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll immediately give them both a big hug and just kind of keep holding them as I unfold the letter a little bit.
Okay.
Or maybe just hold them for a little bit with a long hug before reading the letter, but eventually I'll read the letter.
You have it written, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't read it since a month and a half ago when I wrote it, but I have it written.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Should I just read it? Hold on. I'm gonna
go
mess
for it.
everything up.
Try and read it in your Malleus voice too. I think.
I was planning on that. I forget how to do the Malleus voice. It's been too long.
Deeper,
Dragon,
pretty much.
deeper.
Yeah, deeper EJ.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, Saphira, if you're reading this, I guess I owe you an apology. I admit it. You were right. I really need a new jacket. This old one is falling apart, and it's starting to look dumb.
Ooh.
But on a more serious note, I'm sorry I broke my promise. I know I said I'd always come back home, no matter what. I guess, somehow, that didn't work out. But I know I tried my hardest, no matter what happened in the end. I know I would have given everything to see you and the girls one last time. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I'm sorry I'm not a superhero. I'm sorry that I left you behind in a world that is cruel and unfair. I'm sorry I couldn't provide for our family like I said I would. And I'm sorry for complaining so much in a letter that's supposed to help you feel better. I don't know what to write, Saphira. You already know everything I've ever said and everything I am. You know how much I miss you already from wherever I am now. You know how much I love the girls and how I wish I could see them grow up. You know that if I could wish our financial worries away, I would have spent every waking second with you. So many times I wanted to go home during a quest because the pay wasn't worth being away for so long. So many times I cried looking at the same pictures you now have in your lap. And Saphira doesn't have the pictures that were in the locket in her lap right now, but oh well, guess Malthus made a mistake. But yeah, let me... So, I lost my place thing. The pictures you now have in your lap. It was so hard to live a life torn between duties. I hope I did a good job. I hope that I was a good husband, a good father, and a good leader for our family. But most of all, I hope that you and the girls will continue living good lives without me. I know it's hard, but the three of you are strong, and I know that you can carry on and do greater things than I've ever dreamed of. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so lucky I had the chance to know you. I love you so very, very much. There's a million things I wish I could have said, but even a full lifetime wouldn't be enough to say goodbye. So I'll leave you with one final word of advice. Don't ever let Dejargo eat beans. Don't ever let Dejargo eat beans is the final word of advice.
That's funny.
I was expecting the end to be with you without you.
Oh, that would have been a perfect ending. Oh no. You can keep going with you, without you. Oh no, I'm so. Can we amend it?
Cried.
Oh, missed opportunity. Okay,
Can we retcon?
Yes, retcon.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
Saphira reads that to them.
You finish reading this, and
Mm-hmm.
you're the girls are just bawling their eyes out, and then
So Saphira.
right, yeah, and Ruby
Hi,
wipes
McKay.
her
Welcome to the chat.
face, and then she points behind you at the doorway, and she says, "Kitty."
What?
And you turning around, you find Kite standing at the
I love how she's just like crying. Kitty! I know your dad died, but there's a kitty.
God, what a segue, though.
She didn't say it like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited to see him." It was
Oh,
kind of
okay,
like,
just
what are you
confused.
doing here, kind of thing.
Why is Kitty here?
Why is Kitty here? Also, I have this lovely thing.
McKay, you missed the line. You missed.
Oh my god, stop! What is that?
No, the assistant.
The crab rave meme, yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Josie says,
my
"Heck and
lord.
Ree, I wasn't ready. I'm sorry."
Aw.
Yeah,
Hey, we
McKay.
got crab rave. Do it again. Do it again.
No, I just deleted it. No. I did my meme. It's like I have the crab rave though. I have this though.
There we go.
Joyce's angry and sad at me for including a Dragon Prince reference. But it's so perfect though. It's literally
Did you
Dragon-
really?
Yeah, it was the I want to talk to you about life and growing up and how sometimes there are changes you don't expect. That's a line lifted from the Dragon
Oh
Prince.
yeah. I didn't realize.
Alright,
Master.
So what?
I should have said adios to
Can
Malthus.
you
Oh
repeat
well.
what you said? Because I didn't really hear it.
Okay, well, Saphira turns around and sees you after Ruby's like, "Kitty." So-
Oh, okay. I'm just kind of standing there quietly with tears in my eyes.
well,
Oh, did you hear the
That's
whole
the
the whole
thing.
reading of the message?
I assume I did.
Yeah. I
Oof.
Okay, I
you
assume
were
I
about
did.
you were supposed to like show up right as he like pulled it out. So she pulled it out, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Hug. My chat is very sad at me.
all right, so this is up to y'all because
Sad at you?
so
I
Kite's
don't know how-
just standing there crying.
Oh, okay. So I turn
Yeah.
around and see Kite, and I'm like, offer, offer for him
I
to
wanna
join
shove-
the.
I'll come
hug
over and
of childs.
hug you.
You see
Yes.
Sokka coming with
Another
his,
child
like,
to
"I am
hug."
Sokka."
Yeah, I'll just hug and be continuing to cry for about 3 years, possibly. Not actually, but yes, long time.
I'll also motion for both the kids to come join the hug if they want.
They were already in the hug.
Oh, were they? I didn't
Yeah.
get that part.
We were already hugging the whole time during the reading. Sad.
Just leave it on like a wholesome moment.
Hmm. I don't know if either Kite or I have anything to say. We're just sad.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I just a hug.
We can leave the scene if you want.
All right, that's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, you notice from the clock on the wall that it's almost time to leave.
To leave? For where? Oh, you mean for Trinity Hills?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
I know that place.
Royale!
I play Realm
Where are we dropping,
Royale.
boys?
Big brain.
Brain.
Big brain.
And I guess you kind of notice that the time, and like Starlight sees you looking at the time. She looks up at you and she asks, "Mom, are you sure you want to do this? Because Dad said in the letter that we're strong and maybe we could help fight."
Did 8-year-old ask you that?
How old is she?
I don't think that was the other one. That was
How old is my daughter?
It's been a month since I even did a Malthius. I don't. Okay, you know.
Don't feel bad. My
Okay.
dad always forgets.
She's Starlight is 7 in human years, but that's more like 9 or 10 in Dragonborn years.
Yeah, she's like 10 at this
Yeah, yeah. What was the question? Oh, like, are you strong enough to fight or whatever? I'll be like, I mean, yes and no. I don't think it would be wise to risk my children in a war. But yes, you are much stronger than you know, and I'm very proud of what you've become. But you gotta trust me on this. This is, I don't know, what I think is best.
Alright, and she kind of nods and then hesitantly like goes to
Chihuahua.
put some stuff away. So
Oh.
I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now. All right, so let's go to Dejargo.
Hello.
DiGiorno!
Pizza.
So Dejargo, after stealing pizzas,
What?
more like after running away from the stuff he broke.
uh,
He paid for the pizza, he just broke everything.
yeah, I was
Wouldn't
gonna
I just be setting his people free?
uh-huh.
What?
Wait.
His people free from the refrigerator.
Oh.
Because he's
Wow.
DiGiorno.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
Can you
So,
really call it setting them free if you plan to kill them and eat them? Does that make him a cannibal?
It's, cannibalism.
Insert.
So, continuing the story.
Yep.
Derek decides to show you a specific shortcut he has to the monastery. The Ascension Peak Monastery. And you travel there with your tools in hand or in backpack. whatever you decide to do. And kind of make your way up to the top of the hill. And you just see a whole bunch of, some monks that have been there since you left, and some that you are kind of new, haven't been there too long, so you don't really recognize them. You're just kind of wandering in this sea of confusion, a whole bunch of people either know or don't, and you're just kind of strolling through the like
Oh.
you hear a familiar voice, and I forget what this familiar voice sounds like. So
It's an unfamiliar voice.
it's
Familiar.
an unfamiliar voice to me. I haven't voiced this dude in so long.
Since the Paladins D&D
America!
animation.
Yeah, that might help actually. Hold on.
You're gonna go watch the.
Yeah, hold on.
I gotta pull up
Hey
that
yo,
video.
what a spar?
I actually still have that saved, I think.
Okay, there we go.
What'd you say?
Oh, if it says rough demo MP4.
I mean, it was a rough demo. No one ever gave me the lines for Ray and Genesi.
That's true.
Oops.
So I only had half
In
of
my
the.
defense, I am drunk.
It's okay. You're only a part of the animation once
Maybe-
you get
maybe
added
I
in like
can-
episode
Okay, yeah, I
3
got
or
it,
something, which may or may not.
Here we
ever
go.
happen.
Let's watch it together.
What in the?
Nah,
oh.
homie. I pulled it up already. It's fine. Listen, turn that crap off.
Ooh.
Excuse
feels
me.
bad.
Ooh.
Do you know how many
It's not
layers
crap.
of animation that took?
It's quality content.
I am up the joke.
Wait, I got you.
You're off the joke.
Hey.
All right, so
That calls for some steward naps.
you hear a familiar voice cross the monastery. You just hear him say,
Hey, do you still have my staff? Or did you sell it to a creepy goblin?
"Well, no, that's not what he says." He's like,
It'd be fun.
Yo, Dopo, what's up, man?
Oh, God. This is too much energy.
And you see your kobold friend Julian running over to you across the.
And what's up, my little friend? I try to scoop him up in a hug.
All right, yeah. He's like, yo, come on, man. Why are we doing this? And he kind of like squirms out.
Squirms.
He's like, so, what you been doing, man?
Well, traveling and all that. I just came back from a mission myself. Not a very successful one at that. Is Master Genos around?
I mean, yeah. Doesn't really go anywhere else,
Very articulate, this fella.
I don't either, still waiting to do something. But,
The most useless monks the world has ever seen.
haven't heard of anywhere I gotta go. So you planning on taking me or no?
Well, actually, I'm thinking about asking him if you'd be okay with coming with me.
Oh yeah, shoot, man. All right, well, lit. I'll go. He wouldn't say that. I'll go. I'll go. I'll go with you. I'm not gonna preemptively pack my stuff. That'd be silly. Yeah, I'll go with you. Let me see where he is. Right. You know what? I got an idea. Yo, Master Genos, I think I broke something.
I just facepalm on that one.
You see, yeah, you kind of hear the sound of Genos's power just kind of looming towards your area of the area. And then you see him kind of
T-posing across.
corner, around the corner, and he's just like got his hands in front of him.
Look at my
Says-
buddy.
That's what I was trying to do. Look at my bunny.
Oh my god.
Genos' light should have been called Genos' bunny.
Yeah, you do. I will say you do see him like holding the symbol of a bunny in his hand as he's like,
Lord.
Oh, Josie
And
says,
kind of like,
I want to be
"Alright."
laughing, but I...
and he's kind of got it in his hands. And as he approaches you, it kind of goes away. And he says, "What did you break this time?"
He didn't break anything, Master Genos. He was just trying to get your attention.
Oh.
I would like to
You know-
speak to you, though.
Yes. Why are you here? I haven't seen you for a while. Did you, find your purpose or mission in life?
Well, for now, I'm helping out the, I say with a confused look, resurrected Paladins?
Yes, interesting. Julian, would you excuse us for a moment?
Actually, I would like him to listen in on this, mainly because I'd like to ask you if Julian is alright with it, if he would like to join me at the outside world.
All right. He kind of looks around the monastery and he just says, "Okay, but no one else.
Just
Follow me."
Julian. I follow.
Just Julian. Just
He
Julian.
turns around
Just
and
Julian.
turns around and floats off, and I guess you follow as well.
While I'm following, I'm trying to float like him.
Yeah, you're just hopping up and down, like literally nothing is happening. And at that one moment, he hears the massive booms behind him, and he just turns around and he's like, "What? What are you doing?
I'm still trying to learn to float like you, Master.
Muriel's here. She says hi, Stu.
That takes going to the, heavens and returning. So don't think that's happening anytime soon. I'm sorry, EJ. What was that?
Muriel says hi.
Oh, hello, Myrtle. Sip my water. Okay. All right. So Genos goes into the building. The main monastery building, and kind of goes to his like office area. It's like the most like non-office but also office room that you've ever been. Like, it's not like office supplies filled, but it's like the main room. Okay, anyway,
It's just
that
like
was a
the
terrible way
Michael
Where do we
Stott
start?
office, essentially.
of explaining it.
No, God!
Much less office supplies. Okay, anyway.
Michael
He walks-
Scott's office was full of toys.
Oh my gosh. He walks behind his
Analyzes the
desk.
whole.
and sits in his chair, and as you both enter the room, he says, "Close the door."
I close it.
Julian sits down in one of the two chairs in front of the desk.
So, Master Genos, when did we get chairs? Last I was here, we had futons.
Yes,
Disgraceful.
we've had an increase in recruits, so the many people here, I've decided to make accommodations a little bit more comfortable.
I see.
Yes.
Comfortable.
Why'd you say it like that?
All right.
See,
Well,
Myrtle.
are you able to sit in the chair, or?
I look at the flimsy chair and look at back at Genos and just kneel on my knees.
He says, "That's probably the best idea." So, I haven't been a part of that group, organization, whatever you wish to call it, for a long time. So, I'm not sure if you know of everything that has occurred or is occurring. I mean, what do you know?
Well, I just came back from a mission where I just lost 2 allies to a dark tentacle black monster thing that can travel through space and time. Oh, and we found Tara while we were saving her from that thing.
You mean Tyra?
Tyra, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
No, he means the terror of the 9 seas.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He says, yes, I know Tyra. Do you speak of the darkness?
I believe that's what's the little
Barrack.
barrack thing. I believe that's what Barrack calls it.
Well, this is obviously you've lost 2 allies, and so you know how dangerous this is.
Yes.
But do you have any plan of a way to eliminate it?
I don't think I personally have any plans, but I do have allies that I can talk to. And also, I take out the book that I have no clue what to read, and I place it on his desk in front of him. I also got this. I don't know what it is. It was supposed to be Talos. Talos, was it?
Talos.
Yeah.
Palaces? Okay, never mind.
Something like that.
Wait.
No, I thought he said no. I got confused. Never mind. Ignore me.
What book do you have? Because I thought that the darkness took both of them.
It's the one from the Paladins item thing. Talos.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I
Talos
got
Written in
is
Draconic.
unknown.
Oh,
Book
Talos'
that's
favorite
in
book.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, okay, I got you. All right. I can you
Oh, my internet is dying.
So it's mysterious to me.
My internet died.
He looks at it, and you see his eyes glow for a second, and then he looks up at you and he says,
It's a cookbook.
my friend, that is a draconic language there. I believe Julian here might be able to read it.
Come on.
Julian, would you be a friend and try to translate this later for me?
He's like, yeah, man, I got you.
I appreciate it.
You know, I'm a bit rusty on my draconic, but yeah, I got you. Hold on. I'm trying to see
It's a
what
language in
the
his
significance
blood.
He's
of that
processing
book
right
is.
now. It's okay. Translating.
There we go.
I thought he was going to say that the reason they have chairs instead of futons now is because Julian broke all the futons.
Okay, so Genos turns back to you and says, well, anyway, that is of no importance to your situation, I believe. So you've already lost 2 allies, and you wish to bring Julian into this as risk even more?
We're going to need all the help we can get. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you have no information of any way to destroy this thing, or where its current whereabouts are?
No, we don't. Also, one thing I do know is that it was after 2 books, and it managed to grab both books. And it's also supposedly early.
Did one of these books have what is happening?
He's sharpening knives.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude, what the heck?
Oh.
Why are you sharpening knives while we're
gonna
doing
read
this?
the book.
Can you do that later? Like,
You better
Uh,
read the book, Julian.
so
You wouldn't like it if I don't read the book.
he looks very concerned, and he's like looking directly at you, and he says, he asks you, did that book have a magistrate symbol on it?
Yes, it did.
Oh dear.
Can you please tell me what you know about this?
I'm gonna need you to roll persuasion.
Alright.
And say something as well to like try and convince him.
Okay, I see.
Ready for these 2?
If I'm going to fight this thing, I need to know why it was after this magistrate book.
Okay. What'd you get?
I got a 4.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
I should have given you the battle pass.
He says, I think it's in your best interest that you don't know what I know just yet.
Are you sure about that?
This is a well-kept secret, and if it got out,
Maybe
it destroyed the realm as we know it.
me?
The end of the world as we
Why
know.
would I want to destroy the realm?
No, not you specifically, but
The Shadow already has the books.
I know, but we don't know that it knows what to do with them. So
Read that back.
Would Tyra happen to know about these books or what would be in them?
she and everyone else who was involved in the compromise.
DJ. Then that thing already knows because it was inside Tyra's head.
He like gets up from his chair and kind of like paces behind his desk a little bit, and he says,
Floating?
"Well, this does look very bad. He still needs other components though.
And what are these components that we can prevent him from getting at least?
You need to find Atlas.
Who?
He is a time traveler. Traveled here from the future, and he knows everything there is to know about the darkness and, well, how to stop it.
I see. And how do you propose we go about that?
I could not tell you of his location. It's been years. I would assume you have ways of finding out where people are.
I'll ask Barrick. He seems to know everything.
Yeah, like he has
Barrett
spies.
can see everything.
This seems like an accurate description. He just kind of says, "All right, well, if Julian is up to the task, then I guess you can take him on your journey. Just be careful and be smart about your decisions."
Besides, this will be a good experience for Julian. He's been wanting to get out of the temple for a while.
And he like rubs his head and he's like, "Yes, I'm sure the end of the realm will be such a great experience."
I mean, better than the end of your temple, which is currently happening with him being there, so.
Better he's out there bricking things than in here. He just kind of gestures for you to leave, I guess.
All right. I'd like to go to the monastery library and try to read up all that I can on the Paladin history to see if I can figure out that secret that my master refuses to tell me.
Okay, so he refuses to tell you about what is in or like what the significance is of the magistrate book. So you're trying to like research the magistrate book because that's a totally different area of like the Paladins.
Well, I'm trying to research anything and everything I would think would make my master not want to talk about it, because he said something about a
compromise. Is that what you said?
yes.
Yeah. All right. So and you're trying to read up in the library.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, what's his name? I'm trying to remember his name now. My friend.
Julian?
Yeah, Julian. While he translates the book for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we can do that scene for sure. I don't know about the library yet. We'll get to that. Okay, so I guess you get to the library and you hand him the book.
Yep.
And he says, he just like looks at the you know, the symbols on the front, and he studies it for a second and kind of thinks. He's like writing down some letters too. And after a few minutes, he goes, yeah, I think it says like power true or something. Wait, no. Wait, I think it's like true power. Yeah, true power. That's it.
All right, and
Definitely 99% sure that's it.
Okay, that's getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Now we need to figure out what the contents on the inside is.
All right, and he opens it up, and as soon as he opens the book, it flashes in his face.
Julian, are you all right?
He looks unaffected. He is staring into the book.
Uh
So
oh.
give me 1 second because I lost my entry. Hold on.
Lol.
If only Hawk's DMs were pinned somehow. Okay. Jeez.
You can pin them.
Nope, that's not what I wanted either.
So, Shroomy,
Hmm?
do you like the thing I did for sake on my lovely form?
I see
Oh
it.
Lord, what is
So-
What?
So
Why?
the
he,
picture over sake?
Why is Stu's face on it? I'm confused.
Stuke. I don't
So
know.
he is just stuck like that, like staring into the book.
I love reading.
And
I
he-
tried.
Sorry, continue.
I tried closing the book.
Okay, yeah, you close it, and he just like
Anything?
shakes his head. He's like, "Yo, that was trippy, man."
What just happened?
Well, I was learning about it said my true power, but then you cut it off, so I couldn't get my true power.
I see.
Dang, man, I completely suck at that.
You want to try? And he like gives you the book.
Sure. If I'm out of it for longer than an hour, snap me out of it by closing the book.
Okay.
So I open the book and stare directly into it.
Okay, nothing happens.
Oh, do you have to know Draconic? Maybe?
Do I have to know Draconic in order for this to work?
Homie, I can't tell you. Context, please.
Ask
man.
I say that
Vivian, or Julian.
To him.
Vivian.
I say that
Are you
in
asking-
character.
To him,
Yes.
he's like, I don't know. Let's find out. And he opens the book, and it's like,
Oh my god.
I look around the library, see if anybody's in here.
yeah, you got a couple people. They saw two of the flashes, and they're kind of looking over, like,
Who's got flash powder in a library?
Yeah.
Does anybody here speak Draconic? I want to test something out.
Yeah, you gotta.
This fucker when he was a kid. That's
Yeah,
my
you
point.
see this like, you see like a it looks like it's a Leopory. It's like a bunny person. It's almost like what Moji is essentially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you see like a voice come from like that direction, right? And you just hear them go,
Yeah, I can read it.
and for a second you're like kind of confused, and then there's like a massive like freaking dragonborn that walks out from behind the Leopory, and you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I shut the book on what was his name?
Ray, keep up. Julian.
Julian, right.
Yeah.
And then I hand it over to the Dragonborn.
He's like, man, that was almost the end of the chapter, bro. And then this like massive dragonborn, he's like takes the book, and it's like super small in his hands. It's like, he opens the book, flashes in his eyes.
And then I close it on him.
Whoa, that was
Quite the trip.
cool. Can I open that again? Wait, I'm gonna open it again. He like opens the book again. Tosses it inside.
I just let him sit like for a little bit while I whisper another guy to come over, knowing he's not. He doesn't speak Draconic.
Okay, you're gonna ask the.
Yeah.
All right, you ask Leopory, come over. They're like, "Ooh, I want to try." All right.
All right. I close the door. Book on the Dracon.
Yeah, how long
No.
were you waiting for him to like? look at it?
10 minutes. I gave him
Okay.
10 minutes.
Yeah, you shot it, and he's like,
Oh man, I was really invested.
Like just a storybook.
He like opens it. He's like, I don't see anything. He's like flipping to the page. What's happening? It's like flipping through it.
Well, now I know.
Took you 3 people. Even after you got the map, like it happened to him too. Then you just like
Third
bounced it
time's
out. Like, yeah, or fourth because he was technically the first person.
Yeah, true.
Oh, okay. Well,
At least he was
Well,
thorough.
Second person. Yeah.
So scientific
I
method.
appreciate you two helping out with this test. Apparently, only people who can read your comic can read this.
Yeah, sure. That's a cool book, dude. I'm gonna go back to my fan fiction.
So
Oh,
Tom
what
can
you
read
reading?
it.
Oh, reading up on some Twilight fan fiction, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know that team.
Some Meltius and some fear.
And then you hear the Liam recording this goes.
The Melody and Severe
Get
story.
one, Team Jacob.
Oh my lord.
And then they just get into a very verbal argument, and
like,
I take my book and tiptoe away from them as they're arguing.
oh, you take the book away. Is that what
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, so you just leave them arguing over there.
Well, since I can't read it, you're welcome to continue reading it. I can do this. J Church.
Julian. Oh, my internet cut out. I guess I didn't spoil it for him.
Yeah.
Did you get it
Why
yet?
do you keep forgetting this?
I don't think he did.
I said it, but my internet cut out right then.
All right. Your friend
Didn't he make up the name of it? Granted that was
I
months
don't
ago.
remember. I honestly don't
Family
remember if he made up the name or if I made up the name.
You made up the name.
Okay.
Mm.
I think I asked you if like what the name should be, and you were like, I don't know, and I was like, okay, fine, pick a name.
Probably. Okay, so I gave it to my friend.
Okay, all right, yeah. He sits down at the table, and he's like, I might be here for a while, man. He's like,
All right, let's take your time. I'm gonna just do some research.
Reading Rainbow.
You just sort of like wander around. There's fiction books. There's encyclopedias.
I need like history books.
Okay, yeah. So you wander around. You find a history section, and so you see there's a book that says like Paladins 101, and then there's another book that's like why you should hate the magistrate, and then there's like many books like that in this one.
Why you should hate the magistrate.
I start with Paladins 101 and I start making my way up from left to right.
Is it like a pop-up book, just like magistrate bad, paladins good, the cow says moo.
Why?
Oh, my internet's dead again.
Oh, EJ.
I love my internet. What happened? What I miss?
Could handle the Stuart tone.
Your screen, you're like slideshowing, right?
Yeah, he put the meme on, and all of a sudden EJ's internet was like, no.
Yeah.
It's too powerful.
It's too powerful.
With you, without Stu.
Funny Stuart dab.
All right, so
Stu just left.
so I need you to roll history and intelligence for me, please.
Alright.
Let's do.
Creeper.
Oh, man.
Creeper
So we
off.
back in the Drake and Josh.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
18 and
Josie said.
What in the world is?
I'm sorry, 18 and 22.
Yes, sir.
All right, you know everything that's in that book. No. All right, so you read through the book, and it's literally like it details every single member of the Paladins, Shaolin, Tyra, Barrick, Moji.
Does it have their
Atlas.
pictures?
It has their pictures. It has like descriptions of them, and like. Some,
I
like,
think
fun
the
facts
Atlas
about
part
them.
would really interest me since I'm supposed to find him.
Okay, yeah. So you page to the Atlas part, and it just kind of says it talks about how Atlas is Lex's son, but he is from the future. He almost witnessed the end of the realm by the darkness and basically traveled through time, back in time, in order to help the Paladins and warn them of the darkness in order to help them fight it in the future. And so now he studies and researches on the darkness and works to develop some sort of way to defeat it when the time comes.
Does it say where he might be or where his favorite study may be?
All it says is that he likes.
Gyarados.
No, he likes to do his work in cold areas.
Goody. I hate cold areas.
Yeah. Like he likes to conduct his research in like cold biomes.
Yeah.
I think I can give you like a specifically like this. Hold on. Let me look something up.
If it's above Y92.
Okay, dude.
America.
Oh, my internet just keeps dying on me.
Ah.
My internet keeps dying on me. I'm sad.
Join the club.
All right, so I'd like to make note about the Atlas part and just start skimming through the rest of the books for Atlas parts.
Okay. Yeah, you can't find much else on Atlas besides like he can easily control time in small spaces.
But did he escape the law?
So it doesn't have to be just himself. He can control time of other people and and there is like a section where it's like he likes to work alone kind of thing. So that's really all I can give you.
Is there a section of his favorite food?
If I get him a couple churros, is he gonna work with me? Oh, Denise crashed, and he's back.
I'm back.
Well, you know what they say: the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Yeah.
Or with a sword, in Malthus's case.
You're shooting out Fernando now.
So I guess he has no favorite food.
Hold on, I'm doing my own research.
Okay.
He likes apples.
That's
And-
quite simple.
Swiftwind?
And will constantly rewind them and eat them all over again.
I want to do that with my friend.
Yo, I
You
wanna
can do
with pizza.
that? Does that not remove the matter from his stomach?
It does, so that way you can enjoy it for forever.
But that's so unhealthy.
But like, if you rewind it, all the way you just say comes back out because you undid it.
Control
So
Z.
that- Technically, you're not gaining any-
So he's just like a glutton, constantly eating, never actually getting the calories, and he's just like stripping his throat
Alright,
or something.
Sick, EJ. Yeah, you just cut out for a hot second.
It wasn't important.
Oh,
Nothing I say is important.
Also, none of the cameras are loading on my end.
So how long are you like putting this time into researching? Right?
I'm probably just going to spend the rest of the day researching.
Okay, well, after an hour of, you suddenly hear Julian from the table he's sitting at just go, "Whoa!"
I look over to him. What's up, Julian? What'd you find out?
Well, you turn to look at him, and he is now glowing. like he has this soft glow about him. It's not too obvious, but there's like just a soft glow around him, kind of thing.
Like the EJ glow right now.
Transcended.
Yeah. So he's like looking at his hands and like parts of him. He's like, "Whoa, this is so cool, dude."
Well,
Yo, this is lit, fam.
that's pretty cool.
This is pretty swag.
Doing him a close.
Oh yeah, I wanted to learn Draconic while I was there. I forgot about that.
You want to learn a language?
Just go to your level up page and
Yeah, I guess you are kind of technically leveling up. So yeah, you could work that in.
knowledge.
Knowledge.
Give me your money.
Give me 3 intelligence rolls, and then tell me the 2 highest that you get.
23 and 22.
Yeah. All right, you have successfully learned Draconic.
Cool.
Only ever that
You
easy.
you spent the day
How many
studying
days?
Draconic books. Actually,
one
many
day?
days. Yeah, no more.
I was about to say.
I think because you ended up spending the whole week at the monastery, I believe.
Right, so let's just call it the whole week.
Yeah, and I think Julian also was helping you with learning it.
Right.
So, so yeah, you've learned Draconic. So at the end of the week, you finally feel like you have mastered the language, and
That's impressive because I'm
At-
still
at this-
struggling in Japanese.
yeah. So I'm just fast forwarding. So, so at the end of the week, Julian's glow has just kind of disappeared. And so I would assume that you want to like read the book.
I'm going to hold off on it.
Okay. Interesting. Do you take the book back, or do you just like let Julian hold on to it?
I take it back.
Okay. All right.
Did
is there
Julian
anything you want to
figure
do
out-
before?
Sorry. Did Julian figure out if he gained any special powers or gotten any stronger while he
We
was
can do that
glowing?
scene. We can do that scene. So, like, you if you want to ask him, like,
Super Cobalt.
if there was
Why Desinio?
yeah. So let's say that you were like spending the week in the library, right?
Yeah.
So this just happened on one of the days in the week. Let's just say. So you're in the library, and all of a sudden you hear like footsteps, just like pounding down the hallway. And you
Dummy
you
thick.
see as Julian runs in, and he
Thank you, WC.
he has an entire target in his hands, like
Yeah.
the kind that you shoot arrows into,
Oh.
and it has an arrow sticking out of it. He
Oh,
runs up to
I'm
his
glad.
target, and he looks super excited, and he just goes, "Look what I did, dude!"
Did you shoot those arrows or did you pick up that target?
Look at where the arrows are, and he points to the target.
I look.
You can see that there are 3 arrows on this target, but they are all in the bullseye, literally inside of each other.
Interesting and impressive.
He split each arrow.
Was it
Every
Hercules?
You mean Robin Hood?
No, that's
Oh,
like
Hercules.
All right, who gave him the EJ Ambot?
So I was just, practicing some archery and really expected to break a few things, but the 3 arrows just went straight in the bullseye. But then as soon as I stopped shooting, the glow, it just disappeared.
Hmm.
Boy, he's got homing 3 on his bow. What is it?
Well, I'd like to do another test then. Would you mind reading this again and then test out your strength itself?
Hmm. So, more sparring?
Oh,
Yes.
this
Let's
time
start.
Ray will be yoked.
Alright. Sorry that this is taking up like a whole hour of the session,
No, this is
but I
good.
didn't realize that this would kind of like tie into the main storyline a little bit. So,
Sure. I mean, we're getting information. It's
I
fine.
mean, this
Yeah.
is kind of nice information.
all right. So, so you head to the sparring grounds. You've put your books aside on the desk.
Okay, sure.
And yeah, so he grabs a sword from the rack and stands on the thing. What are you doing?
Oh, what's going on?
I put my fist weapons in my hand and take my stance.
Okay. Give me a hot second.
It's burning a hole in my pocket. You better be quick with that second.
Yeah. Sorry, what weapon did you pick up? I forgot.
My fist
Alright.
weapons.
Oh yeah, your brass knuckles. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Bless
Alright.
you.
So he readies himself. He just says, "You ready for this, bro?
All right. You take the first swing.
All right, bring it on." And he lunges at you, and you expect where it's going, right? Like you are ready to block him.
Right.
And as you go for the block, it's like his sword like phases through your hands, and it kind of like pokes you in the stomach, like it hits. And then he pulls the sword back, and he's glowing. But after he has just like stabbed you, his glow starts to fade.
All right then. I'd like to roundhouse kick him.
Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful art, by the way,
Um,
Donisi.
Roll hit.
We need a
Um,
sad boy EJ. And,
Is that going to be
I don't have any
plus
sad
dexterity
EJ faces.
or what?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. It's going to be
There it is.
14.
My cameras
Hang
are.
on. I thought it was gonna be decided, but like it's not that easy. What race did I say he was? Am I like that?
Who?
You said he's a
Julian?
kobold.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. Oh my God.
So Ray
what's
remembers the
name?
race, but he doesn't remember the name after the fifth
Right,
time.
Hey, kobold!
Love that. Yeah, you hit.
It's called a mood.
All right. And do I just roll unarmed strike damage?
Yep.
Which is going to be a 1d4, I believe, for me.
What I just opened up?
Yeah, it's a 1d. No. Yeah, 1d4 plus
Yeah.
damage. I mean, strength.
You didn't create the screenshot.
That's a 3 plus 3 equals 6.
Yeah, you punch him like right in the
Roundhouse
face.
kick.
Oh
Roundhouse
yeah,
kick.
you kicked him. Yeah, you kick him in his face, and he just gets knocked out immediately.
Oh, I got you.
Well,
Oops.
So about an hour later, he kind of wakes up with you just like chilling there with him in the infirmary.
It's the closest I have. Like,
and I'm reading while
I mean,
doing
that's
so.
like pretty obs-
What?
I'm reading while waiting on him to wake up.
Oh, nice. Okay. So he opens his eyes and he's just like, "What?
Eyes.
What the heck happened there, dude?"
Well, I can tell you you're not invincible while you're glowing.
What? My glow is gone though.
My smolder. You broke my
So it's
smolder.
a one-time go, huh?
I guess so. I
Take my
No, it
glow
was just
to
like
the
a perfect-
one-time punch.
stab and then that was it. I mean, earlier when I shot those arrows, I shot them all at the same time. So I guess, yeah, I guess it only works once technically.
Well, you want to try it again? This time you're on defense.
Yeah, I don't. No, nah, I'm good. Yeah, I don't think the first time went over so well. So just gonna take a nap. He like lays back down, just goes.
All right. Good night, Julian. I just go back to reading.
He remembered, everybody. He remembered.
Character development. Character development.
Joycey
So
says
let's
Denise's
fast forward
screen
to
is
when
great.
you're about to leave.
Yeah.
Thank you. I work hard with my material of me.
All right. Anything you want to do before you leave? Because you came here for another reason as well.
I think I was just going to do more stone cutting.
Right. Yeah. Do you remember what that was?
Nah. Oh yeah. The memoirs of my dead comrades.
Yep. All right. So I don't know what to roll for stone cutting. I gotta look up like what the skills are.
Creativity.
I would assume it would be like dexterity or like sleight of hand, probably.
Probably sleight of hand. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead and roll that for the 2 statues. So do it twice.
All right. And because I have Mason proficiency, do I add more to it or?
Yeah, you get a +2 to
A +2?
a +2.
You're a dancer
the
now.
Okay. So that's going to be a +7. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Okay. Yep.
And that's going to be 13. 25 and 13.
Okay. So how do I do this? Okay, so who were you I should have asked this before, but who were you trying to make first?
The first one was going to be Malthus.
I'll be right back.
Okay, that's what I figured. Alright, so you make this absolutely perfect statue of Malthus. It's like down to every detail. I mean, it's so intricate and like I mean, it looks amazing. And then you make the one for Eritrea. And, she's got kind of a big nose. And and she's really short. Like short legs. And
Yikes.
her hair is in like 2 ponytails out the sides. So it's like her hair is like really weird. You're not really sure why you went that direction, but
Here
I
we
guess
are.
that's just what you ended up with.
Does Julius say anything?
Okay, let's switch the S with an N.
Julian. Okay.
There you go.
Julian.
What did I miss?
You
Does
missed
Julian
Rain
say anything?
mispronouncing Julian again.
Oh.
You know, the usual.
He made an amazing statue of Malthus, but a poor statue of Eritrea.
Oof.
So he walks up to the statues and he just goes, "Hey, so who are these guys?"
Well, this dragonborn here was Malthus, my dead comrade. And then
This other one's
this
a chicken,
poor
I think?
excuse of a statue is Eritrea, another comrade.
Man, sorry to hear about that. Why she got a big nose?
I'm not used to modeling humans, so
You know.
All right, well, remind me to not get you to make a statue of Genos.
Wait, there's
I
someone in
already
my
made a
chat.
statue of Genos.
There's someone in my chat named Eritrea.
Thanks.
Oh, nice.
Spelled differently, but Eritrea, I'm sorry we made a bad sculpture of you. But hi, welcome to the stream.
Please honor us.
But I've already made a statue of Genos. It's right over there. I point at it, and I had like 7 on it or something.
You what?
I rolled a 7 on it when I made it at the very beginning.
Okay. Yeah, it's like he
Is
has
that a
like
chicken?
hair all the way down to his back, and it's just like his
Jeanette.
his hands are just
No,
holding
stop.
his hands are holding a bunny with like a big red nose. Not a red, not it's not red.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Bunny.
And the ears of the bunny are like flopped down all the way to its entire body, and he's got like clown shoes for his shoes.
You'd have to intentionally do that.
Like,
Yeah,
it's literally like the worst depiction of Genos you've ever seen.
It's a creative interpretation.
Yeah, he goes,
I would call it a creative improvement.
Creative
it was just like-
improvement.
what were you thinking when you made that one, dude?
He was
I
high on
thinking?
Denise's potions.
Whoa, hey, listen, I don't make those kind of potions.
Good question. I'll ask my past self if I ever meet him.
I mean, you know, if we end up talking to Atlas, I'm sure he can hook you up.
Probably.
All right, well, lead the way. I have no idea how to get there.
I pick up Malthius' statue and try to lead the way.
Wait,
Leave air
wait,
trails behind.
wait.
Huh?
Are we taking that with us?
I'm taking this one with me. His wife is crying.
How big is the
But
statue?
you're gonna leave the big nose?
Big Nose can stay behind.
I mean,
Poor
not my fault.
Eritrea.
All right, let's get going then.
Oh,
All right, so I guess you don't want to talk to Genos or anything before you leave.
Nah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna conclude.
In several generations, I can imagine like monks learning about Eritrea Big Nose, the hero that saved the realm.
I rabbit.
All right, that's gonna conclude this session for today.
oh, it's hidden behind the crab head.
I hope you all enjoyed that.
Oh my goodness gracious. I rabbit.
Aw.
I rabbit, boys. I rabbit.
Wait, hold on. There we go. Joycey sent me another art.
Oh,
It's cool. I like. You and me are sad.
I like that you put our actual faces on all the characters.
oh yeah. Right here, let me see. Look,
Oh, it doesn't
it's
have the
also.
face for
I also
Cassie,
have the.
unfortunately.
I know, so I just put Stewart's there.
Mhm.
To slaying.
Wow,
It's good enough.
sick dude. Wait, put me on Saphira. I want to see how that looks.
Excuse me.
No, I said, yikers. Okay, you know what?
Ooze
We're
edition.
gonna just.
Can I just say that I also sent the spy drone, like with a recorded message to deliver the news to Drogos about Malthius' death?
Sure.
Not that he'll care, maybe. I don't know.
I will.
That
I will write
actually
that
looks
down.
better because look, you're kissing up to EJ, who's like, no, don't kiss
Oh my god! It's coming up on the stream though.
Oh, hold on, I'll reveal it. Lovely mess of a whatever that is.
This is beautiful. It's one of those.
You're right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Shrewy, what's that in your mouth? A binky?
Also,
It's a
let's have
tortilla,
little
thank you.
eye rabbit.
Oh.
Yes, the tortilla. Here, which face is this? Okay, we're gonna change it to a different face. So that
Aw. Joycey says, well, this has
Hey,
been
EJ.
a session. Yeah.
Just really quick, what did you say exactly to Drogos?
I guess Saphira will just be saying something like, hi, Drogos. I know we hadn't talked in a long time, but, your son, Malthius, has died. Just figured you might want to know that. Yeah. That's about it. I don't know what else to say.
Flirty
Looks like
sake.
has died.
Maybe like
But it is sake.
Flirty sake.
just kind of the news and
Yep.
saying sorry. I don't know like if there's a return address or anything. I assume the bird will just fly back someday. Unless
So
Jogo
what's
smashes
Safira
it.
doing with her children?
They're going to Trinity Hills for now, or like we're packing up from the base to go live with her parents for a bit.
Ah, okay.
Because her family
I
has
would
a little
assume that-
bookshop, and it'll be safer than the literal center of the resistance to the magistrate, which is going to be a big target for like death and stuff.
Are you Saphira living there as well, or are you just sending the kids? To
Well, I mean, I guess, but I mean, she's obviously not going to be staying there when she's out adventuring. So
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. That's it. I gotta go.
all right. Well,
I'm gonna go too. See ya.
thanks everyone for
Thanks,
watching the stream.
friends.
Thanks for the fun session.
Bye,
Hopefully we'll have
young
one next
babies.
week. What do we think? I have no idea. We never
I
know
hope.
until the day of, which is hard to plan.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for everyone's leaving. But bye. Stream. Sorry, it's dying. Bye.
Bye.